I mean, yes, it's a male-dominated industry, but there's so much support for women as well.
Yeah.
There's many women that are in this industry that are becoming more and more.
Yes.
And we have grown like a small sisterhood, I would say, in terms of support. But yeah, if you feel this is for you, go for it. Yeah.
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Come through.
I've mentioned that she has won an award, guys.
Yes.
So can you please just tell us more about that, and actually what got you to the point of you getting your award? I know hard work pays off. But like, can you just maybe explain to us and just share your experience?
I have a great team, great sales team, great service team, great parts team, the entire dealer. We've got amazing people that work there. You know,
and selling cars is not just, you kind of develop a relationship with the customer that you deal with. For me, I think it's creating your own legacy and your goal. Nevertheless, if you...
Leadership is not theory. Leadership is practical. What are you doing practically to execute on your dreams? And today, I have a great privilege to interview the principal dealer of Ford PMB. His name is Tammy. Please help me welcome Tammy.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Thanks.
And tell me what's happening today here at Maritzburg Golf Club.
So today we've basically have a customer event. We're privileged to do a customer event in Maritzburg after a very, very long time. And we've taken advantage of Ford's offer on the table to invite our fleet customers and our retail customers to come and join us for golf and paddle. Also at the same time, it's a fundraising event for Bushi. And I think he's doing a fantastic cause at the moment, traveling through Africa, raising money for basically people with no limbs.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's a great event for us.
Wow. I know Ford is a luxury brand, you know. How do you keep in touch with people on the ground, like being in contact with people like Bushi and wanting to assist them?
I think with every brand and customers, it's a relationship that you build with people. And selling cars is not just, you kind of develop a relationship with the customer that you deal with. And as the brand continues, you'll find that the customers come back to you based on the service that you deliver, the type of relationship that you have with the customer as well, which is absolutely important.
Wow. And how did you say?
Give us your background.
Yes.
My background.
How did you start?
So I'm going to take you far back to
Please.
1996.
Yeah.
I joined, finished school. Never really think that I would end up in the motor industry, but I did. I started in 1996, believe it or not, as a driver. So for every story, I think you need to start somewhere, and that was my beginning.
Sure.
I started off as a driver. And at that stage, it was not even cars, it was tractors, believe me. Yeah. So I started off in the tractor industry, and as time went by, I joined Peter Maritzburg as a parts salesperson, and I was selling parts for Ford cars and for tractor at that stage. And as time goes by, you find that somewhere along the line you meet somebody that sees potential in you, and I found that person.
Sure.
And he mentored me, and became a manager, a parts manager. I spent a lot of my time in the parts industry of the business, and it was always with Ford. And one would ask why Ford. Started off from my childhood. My dad only owned Fords.
Wow.
So my blood is blue. And that's how the passion started off for the brand. And it's a brand that I love, and I won't leave for any other brand. Yeah. And
so have you had other brands poach you?
Listen, there's many a times in life you have office. And for me, basically, Maritzburg and the dealership and the lifestyle itself, I think it speaks to me.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to look at anything in Johannesburg, to be honest with you. For me, it just is the lifestyle that I want to live. Although Cape Town is appealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just want to know, like,
Yes.
what kept you going? Because you mentioned that you started driving tractors
Yes.
to like consider
Yes.
where you are now. Like, what kept you going? What kept you motivated? What drove you?
You know, that's actually a good question, because when you find a lot of people in terms of how do they become successful and how do they go forward, it's self-drive. It's your passion for what you want to do and where you want to go, and it's continuous persistence and perseverance. If you've got goals and you keep on challenging yourself, you'll find that you get to the next step and the next step and you move on. Yeah.
Sure. Wow. What's the biggest challenge that you've faced as a Ford person?
Funny enough, you posed the question to me, and it's work-life balance. To be honest with you, the position itself is very challenging. It demands a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice in terms of personal time as well to make a business successful. And to be honest with you, I haven't mastered that just yet. But at this moment in time, I'm new in this position and trying to manage my personal life with my work life. And 3 kids really keep me busy. Yeah.
Yo, that's really incredible. And you're a true testament of someone who actually can build from the ground up, And tell me about some of your values. What are some of the things that help you keep grounded as you've been building your career?
I think one of the values that stand out for me is being fair. And in an industry like ours, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made on a regular basis. I think being fair is one of them. Consistent is also one that builds people in terms of if somebody is, and a lot of people look at me at the dealership and how I go about making decisions. And if I'm consistent with my decisions, no matter what they are, there's trust built, and that's important. Honesty is another.
Sure.
Honesty is one of the building blocks for any relationship itself.
Yeah.
So be honest with the staff and customers and everybody around you. It just builds that relationship and makes it stronger.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how have you built your team?
So my team is a very diverse team. And initially when I started off, that was the team that I wanted, because it would speak out to everyone. And if we look at the team itself, a lot of my managers and leaders, I would rather call them leaders than managers, they lead their departments. And
Sure.
there's different backgrounds that they come from and different people that they socialize with. And basically it's reaching out to everyone as a whole and bringing them aboard.
Yo, that's really amazing. So you said you've just taken this role of being principal dealer. Did you find pressure to outperform your predecessor?
There's, for me, I think it's creating your own legacy and your goal. Nevertheless, if you look at the past, I think it's important that you learn from the past.
Yes.
And that enables you to actually build a future. And for me, it was that sort of journey. Getting into the position, previously we came from, it was quite a rough time, it was a challenging time, and where we are now, I think, is in a good place. We're in a good place as a whole management team, as a staff, as in fact the whole dealership itself.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a positive environment that you walk into.
Sure.
And yeah, we still got a lot more to achieve and a lot more goals to accomplish, and I believe we're on our way.
Yo.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, what's one life lesson that you've taken away from working at Ford? This.
I think for me, it's when you meet, I mean, in my environment, you meet a lot of people. And at this moment in time, you would realize that there's a lot of people that are going through really a rough time. A time where things are not easy, it's difficult. Especially customers itself, and empathy would stand out for me. I believe that you need to be empathetic. You really need to understand your customers. We would not know the challenges that certain customers have, and if a customer is really angry or probably irritated with the service that you provide, sometimes it stems from the actual position that the customer is, and you would never know that.
Sure.
So upfront, for me, it is an opportunity for us to make customers that moment that the customer interacts with us, to give them that wow factor just for that time.
Sure.
Because it's really a challenging time.
Yo. Like, what you're saying is really profound. You're speaking from your heart, and we truly inspired by your leadership. And what's your favorite Ford, man?
A Raptor.
Raptor.
Yes. Anytime. I love the vehicle.
Why the Raptor?
I've been in it. I think.
Has it raptured you?
Have you been in one?
I wish to.
Okay. When we have one day, I'll take you. It's just phenomenal. It's. If you really look at it, it's an off-road vehicle. It's got power. It's got everything that one would like in a vehicle, and it's a bucky.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's made a name for itself.
Yo, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you so much for taking time to chat with us. It's a leadership podcast, and you guys are adding so much value to us. We really appreciate everything that you're doing. Keep moving, keep hustling, keep inspiring the nation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Siyabonga.
We really hope you're enjoying this video as much as we are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend. Our next guest is Nonjabulo. She is a phenomenal female in a male-dominated industry. Check her story out.
Hello and welcome everyone to the ATLP podcast. On today's episode, we have an amazing guest, Sis Nonjabulo. She is working with Ford. She is the guest experience manager. She basically just looks after the guest and the staff, everything, the customers. So, Sonja, if you have a problem, you have to contact her because she's the best in the game. She's the best in the game. She actually won an award as well, which she was going to tell us more about that later on. But can you please help me give a warm welcome to our guest today, Sis Nonjabulo.
Hello. Hi, everybody. It's lovely to be here. Thank you so much. It's actually a great honor.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So, Sister Nonjabulo, can you just please tell us a little bit about your background, and then why Ford? Why the field that you're currently in?
Okay. So I'm a local. My family's from Sobantu. So I grew up in Maritzburg. I'm a Maritzburg baby. I did all my schooling here. From the creche to the market to Girls High to UKZN, where I did my law degree. Why Ford? Okay, so I started in the motor industry 5 years ago for the group NMI, but it was a different brand, a luxury brand. And then 3 years ago, I started with Ford to be the guest experience manager. At that time, it was a new post that was developed by Ford just to bridge the gap between customers and the dealers. And it's been such a great experience being part of the Ford guest experience. It's been an amazing 2 years that I've 3 years now. Sorry, 3 years that I've worked for Ford, and I've just seen us go from strength to strength, and we've done leaps and bounds in the Maritzburg dealer. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. I think later on earlier on we spoke about networking and all of that.
Yes.
How has your experience been, number one, and coming from Sobantu, like it's a township, and it's not like you're coming from Durban, a different city, but it's actually here in Pietermaritzburg, a township in Sobantu. How has that helped you navigate in your workspace and in your field?
Okay, I think coming from humble beginnings, you learn to just be down to earth and also be empathetic to people. I think that's a great trait that we all should strive for as humans, is to just be kinder to one another. You know, everybody deserves kindness. We're living in such a harsh world. And if you give 2 seconds of kindness to a person, you can actually propel and be something even more to a person's life, you know. So I think coming from humble beginnings and coming from a family that strived excellence and education. So I was very proud coming from a family where my parents were educated. They wanted their children to be educated. So it's been great as well. But coming from Maritzburg, like I said before, I'm a Maritzburger. So I'm a PMB baby. I'm from here. I'm local. So I'm all about the community because I know what we go through as a society here in Maritzburg, because there's no other city than PMB. You know,
100%.
and who better to represent PMB than the people that actually live here?
Well, that's really good. And I just wanted to ask, because I mean there's so many different clubs here just around Pietermaritzburg and even in Montrose where you guys could invest in the community right there. And I think you've already spoken about PMB as a whole, that actually you would want to give back to the kids in PMB and all of that. But why specifically this club that you guys decided to come to this club?
We have a whole history with this club. We've done our golf days here. They've invited us for golf days. We've just built an amazing friendship and networking and relationship. And also it comes to my heart because this club also looks after my community, which is Sobantu. I mean, Mark is an amazing president, along with Bruce Kolane, who's also a Sobantu resident. They're just doing amazing things for this community, for Sobantu, for Hayfields, where there's actually going to be another golf day on the 15th of March where they're raising funds for school shoes for children in Sobantu, you know. And so for us as Ford, like I've explained before, Ford is for the people. So we are the people. We for the people. So we will go where the people need us. And Maritzburg Golf Club has just been one of those clubs that's been here forever and that's done amazing things for the city, and to partner with them has been such a great honor.
Sure, and I think that is very inspiring and very impactful. I think you also mentioned earlier before our chat here that this club literally helps young boys learn golf, and that there's actually coaches, like professional coaches. Can you maybe just like dive deep into that and actually tell us how much of an impact that on its own it's causing to like the townships around Pietermaritzburg?
And especially in my community that I can profoundly speak about, Sobantu, where these young boys now are out of the streets. They're not doing crime. They're here every Saturday. They've been coached. They're introduced to a different lifestyle where they have this feeling and thought that, okay, I'm a black child, it's possible. You know, I could be the next Tiger Woods. I can live a life like everybody here in this golf club. Taking you out of that environment where you're stifled by crime, negativity, you know, and they out here. And the whole world has been expanded. There's nothing more that we can do for our youth but to give them a brighter future. And what best way that we can but to just shield our youth and also to give them an opportunity to shine. Especially the underprivileged that have never had to experience these experiences. You know.
That's so good. You also mentioned that you have been part of the MI group, like
Yes.
the motor industry.
Yes.
And how has your experience been there, like just working as a female and like obviously you need to be female independent and strong and all of that, and considering that most of a majority of the work employees there or employers are males.
Yeah.
So how what was like your perspective just going into that, and secondly, what has been your most challenging experience just like in leadership and leading people?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for a young black lady being in a leadership position in a male-dominated industry is sometimes a stumbling block, but it's not as well because I've got such an amazing team behind me.
Yeah.
My management team is amazing.
Sure.
In terms of their support, my dealer principal as well. Even my older dealer principal, she was a female as well. She really supported me in always teaching me, be your true authentic self. Don't be someone who you're not. Don't try to conform, because most males lead with a strong hand, but I'm female, I'm softer. But it doesn't mean my softness and my femininity is a weakness. It's actually my
100%.
strength.
Yeah.
So that's something that I've had to adjust to. I mean, I deal with a lot of people from different walks of life as well. It's a humbling experience. And we grow every time. It's different experiences. We grow. It's a continuous growth. You can't just be stagnant. You need to uplift yourself as well in terms of educating yourself, finding yourself, being self-aware, and also at the same time teaching the people, your staff members, and uplifting them as well.
That is so good, actually. And what has just been your experience with being able to work with customers, like just being in their face and just being intentional about it and just interacting with them? Would you say like you would rather choose another position, or
no,
you
never.
actually love where you are?
I love being with my customers, and I think it's that human touch, being with our customers. And also, it's not about numbers and targets. They're human beings. They feel what I feel. So being empathetic to the issues that they're going through, because I know if I don't have a car for a week, I'm in utter panic mode because I'm a mom. How are my kids gonna get to school? How am I gonna get to work? And we try to ease that frustration because we also have a loaner program from Ford where you get a courtesy vehicle while your car is in the service department. So that eases that stress, So
Sure.
it's just having that human element to everything that you do to work. I would have never. I mean, technically I should be a lawyer wearing black in the courthouse with judges and stuff. But I don't think that's me. I don't think my personality. I would have thrived in that environment. As much as I studied towards a law degree, I don't think I would have become the better version of myself than what I am doing currently now. The experiences that I have grown me as a person and has uplifted me as a woman as well.
And like that is very inspiring as well. But like, what would you say to someone that is in the same field, who feels maybe like a little bit intimidated by just the majority of men being dominant in that company, and someone maybe that's like really loves the motor industry, but actually it's like, no, maybe I don't want to do this because it's like men dominant and all of that. So what is your encouragement to that specific subject?
I've always maintained the thing of being true to yourself. And knowing yourself. I mean, yes, it's a male-dominated industry, but there's so much support for women as well. There's many women that are in this industry that are becoming more and more. And we have grown like a small sisterhood, I would say, in terms of support. But if you feel this is for you, go for it.
Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. Come through.
I think you've also mentioned about at this one event, I think it was 2023 with the Rugby World Cup.
With the Fanpark.
And just like how
that was epic.
That you guys just putting yourself out there as Ford.
How
do you guys get like a lot of sales and all of
Listen.
it? So please tell us more about that and how important it is for companies, especially like in the motor industry, to put themselves out there and like don't be afraid to step out in the awkward zones, like in the uncomfortable places. The
Rugby World Cup Fanparks was an amazing benchmark for us because at that time, the next gen had just been introduced.
Yeah.
So people didn't know our brand at that time, didn't
Yeah.
see the next gen. So when we were at the Fanparks and they saw our cars, they were amazed.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm talking about 2,000 to 3,000 people. You
Sure.
see, and also for us, it was also a great team building exercise as well, because
Yeah.
we had people in our dealer that were not only from the sales team but
Yes.
from the different departments. We came together and we started going to the fan parks, but it was such an eye-opener for us, because we didn't know that a lot of people didn't know our products here in Maritzburg. And when they saw Ford, they're like, oh, no, I want a Wildtrak now. Like, I want an Excel.
Yes.
Like, why can't I drive the Everest? I've seen it.
Yeah, I want the Raptor.
I want the Raptor.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how we got
Yeah.
back into the community, and the community came back to us
Yes.
in a big way.
Yeah.
You know? So that was great. And from then, we've just been
Yeah.
going higher and higher.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think I've mentioned that she has won an award, guys.
Yes.
So can you please just tell us more about that, and actually what got you to the point of you getting your award? I know hard work pays
was.
off, but like, can you just maybe explain to us and just share your experience?
Okay, so in 2020, it was 2023, I won the Guest Experience Manager of the Year. So that's 192 dealers across the country.
Sure, that's big.
So that was huge
Yeah.
for us. That was huge for a group.
Yes.
And I think we broke history, because my runner-up was actually the gym from Cape Town.
Oh, wow.
LG,
Okay.
and we're very close.
All
We're very
right.
close.
Yeah.
So the runner-up was from Cape Town, and then the winner was me from Maritzburg, but from the same group.
Yes.
So it was really good. It was
Sure.
profound. It was. I just feel like you don't work hard to get recognition or awards, but when Ford recognizes you and
Yeah.
acknowledges you
Yes.
and sees you,
Yes.
I think that's what made me have that aha moment. Like, I need to do even more
Yes.
for this company,
Yeah.
because they see me.
Yeah.
They see my hard work. You know, it was an amazing night, an amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. And I displayed that award, hey, in my office. It's there if you come in. It's right there. It's big.
You'll see
right
it.
there in the
It's
corner.
In your face.
In your
It's
face.
In your face. You'll see
In
it.
your face.
You'll see it.
Yeah, it's a
So,
great
yeah,
achievement
yeah,
for my dealer. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
thank
Many
you.
more awards being
Yes,
won by
yes,
you.
definitely.
Yeah, can you just maybe just tell us practically? Because I know like people say, no, hard work pays off and all of that, but practically, what did you do, and what did you do to win that award in a way, and what contributed to that? I know like you spoke about just being dedicated and all of that, but
Yeah.
practically for someone that's sitting in their office and be like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Can you just maybe dive into that?
Teamwork.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it without my amazing team, without my amazing dealer,
Yeah.
without the support I had from my managers.
Yeah.
Teamwork. I would have never ever won that award, no matter how hard I tried.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my team on the ground, everywhere,
Yeah,
giving us support
sure.
and working hard as a team.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
That's why even in my speech I said I dedicate this award
Sure.
to my dealer, because this is not mine. This is our win.
Yeah.
This is NMI. It's a group win, but most especially it was a PMB win.
Sure.
You know,
That
and it
is so
really
selfless,
put
yeah.
PMB right there at the top.
At the top.
Right
Up
at
to
the top of the
yeah.
country. So that was great. That
Yeah.
was great.
Sure.
But it was for teamwork.
Teamwork,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like in a lot of companies, people get hired, but always think of just like a day to day. Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
going to work, but
Yeah.
it's never actually for the beneficial of your company. It's always about you. So that's really so selfless of you to actually
Yeah.
be like, no. As much as I won the award, I was also working hard, but I couldn't have done it without my team.
For my
so I
team.
really just love the way you acknowledge your team, you acknowledge
Yeah.
you acknowledge people that you spend time with and you actually work with.
Yeah.
So that it's really great and amazing.
And I have an amazing
Yeah.
team, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I have a great team.
Yeah.
Great sales team, great service team,
Yeah.
great parts team, the entire dealer. We've got amazing people that
Yeah.
work there. You know, from the guy that washes our car
Yeah.
to the guy that invoices our car.
Yes.
We've got a great team that works there, amazing people
Yeah.
that we work with that just make our lives even much better.
Yeah.
Even much better.
Sure, that is really good.
Yeah.
So what advice maybe you could say to your customers if you're like a fan of Ford and you're looking into buying a car, and maybe like you haven't had the great experience in the Ford offices. This lady here,
Come talk to me.
Is your bestie. She's your bestie. She's
Of
the
course,
person that you need to
that's
talk
what
to.
I'm here for. I am your bestie in all things Ford.
Yes.
So
maybe like, what is just your encouragement to your customers that maybe not had the greatest experience?
Give us a chance.
Give us a chance.
Everything has changed.
Yes.
Not the same like before.
That's not the same.
It's not the same. Never
Second
is.
chance is always a chance.
Second chances. Give us a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And just like an ending, I just wanted you to maybe like give advice as well, or just an encouragement to women out there that also want to start their businesses and maybe like just want to get into the motor industry as well. It maybe can be something else, like a different industry, but maybe they're afraid, they're holding towards fear and all of that. So what is your encouragement to them?
Never give up.
Yeah.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
Giving up is never an option.
Sure.
Start where you are. Start where you are.
Yeah.
Whether you're a cleaner, you're a receptionist, or anything in the company, start where you are.
Yeah.
I started as a receptionist. I'm a gem now. I'm the guest experience manager.
Sure.
You know, start where you are.
Yeah.
Begin. Learn everything about your industry.
Yeah.
Empower yourself as well.
Sure.
Don't be stagnant. Empower yourself. Learn. I mean, there's so many companies that offer training and leadership courses. Like, my company is amazing. Ford is amazing. We've got a Ford Academy, guys, that train staff, that have leadership courses that I'm currently in as well.
Ford.
So, I work for a great company that believes in its people. So, there are amazing companies out there. Empower yourself. Go back to school. How about that? Go back to school.
Yeah.
I've always said there is nothing that will open doors for you except through education. Turn out the noise.
Yeah.
Tune out the noise. Block it off.
Yeah.
Focus. Stay focused.
Sure.
And be true to yourself. Don't try and mold yourself into society's expectation of what you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm Nonj. There's only one.
Yeah. That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't. You can't conform to what others believe who they want Anele to be.
Yes.
Be the Anele.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for such an amazing privilege.
I'm so happy
to
you
just
guys
speak
are
here
here.
and just to experience and do all the interviews and all of that. It has been a great experience. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank you
inviting
so
us
much, guys.
to many more. To
Yes,
many more events
definitely,
where
to
we
many more.
actually are
Many
in
more.
partnership with Ford and other motor brands as well.
Yes,
But
yes.
thank you so much for your encouraging words.
Thank you,
I
Anila.
think women are supposed to be empowered each and every single day, and you mustn't feel like you are unwanted, unvalid, and all of that.
Yeah.
You
Or
honestly
you left
deserve the
behind.
world. Yeah,
You can
deserve
start
the
at any
world.
age. You can start at any time.
Start at any age, never give up on
Anytime.
yourself.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself at all times.
Yes.
And from us, the podcast team, Anele, and this is Nonjabulo. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.